Hey beauties, welcome back again to the channel. I am so happy to have you here today with me. If you're new here, thank you for tuning in, and if you are old here, girl, I appreciate you. So today we are doing a World Cup inspired makeup. So as you guys already know, I am originally from Ghana, and today Ghana played against Croatia in the World Cup, and I thought to myself, honey, I might not know a whole lot about football, but I do know a lot about makeup. And so guess what? I am going to represent the motherland, but I am also going to represent Croatia, and I am excited to take you along this journey. So once again, welcome, and I hope you stay till the end because honey, this look, I absolutely loved it. And anyways, back to the makeup. As always, I started off with my brows, and I wanted my brows to be, you know, on fleek as usual. I wanted my under eyes to be hydrated, so I went in with the milk primer under my eyes, and for the rest of my face I used the professional primer. I showed most of the products on the screen, so if I forget to mention it, you can just take a screenshot. So beforehand, I knew that the eye makeup that I wanted to do, I wanted to just limit it to my eyes and not to my whole face. You know how when you're doing a football based makeup, you can choose to do your whole face or just limit the colors of the flag to your eyes or a certain part of your body, or your face rather. I wanted to limit it to my eyes, so I said, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my face as I usually would do. So I color corrected. I mixed some of my color corrector with my concealer to blend under my eyes to make it more seamless, and then color corrected the rest of my dark spots and blended everything in. Now after that, I went in with a lighter concealer under my eyes, on the tops of my lips, near my nose, the corners of my nose, the bridge of my nose, and on my chin. I blended that out. I usually don't always wait till my concealer dries out because I mostly use like a thick concealer, which has a lot of coverage already. Now after blending everything out, of course, went in with the blush. I wanted the look to be lifted, so I applied it towards my temples and making sure that it does not exceed my eyebrows. After that, I went in with a concealer that is 2 shades lighter than my tone. I placed at the same places where I placed the other concealer. I then went ahead and applied my contour. Now after applying all that, I went ahead and blended my contour first before I went ahead and blended my blush. I made sure that everything was seamless before I went or transitioned into the other one. I mostly prefer to blend my contour out first because then my blush can be on top of the contour and blend it into the contour. That way you will not entirely see where the contour starts or where it ends, where the blush starts or where it ends. And after the blush, I blend the concealer into the blush and the rest of my face, and so everything will be so seamless that you cannot tell where the blush starts, where the concealer starts, or where the contour starts and ends, and that is what you want. So I blended everything out with a powder puff to make it more seamless, and as you can see, I was just loving the whole process and I could not wait to start doing my eye makeup. But of course the base needed to be flawless, so that is what we did. After blending everything out, I went in with my foundation on all the other places that I didn't have any product. I then went in with the NYX setting spray and hydrated my face before I blended everything out. And honey, as I always say, make sure to blend your foundation to your neck as well. Why? Because it is part of your body and you want it all to be matching, okay? So I first blended my neck, blended my cheeks, blended my forehead, and then went in with the MAC Studio Fix pressed powder under my eyes. And afterwards I went in with the Laura Mercier setting powder, translucent powder rather, and set it under my eyes just lightly. I didn't need it to bake this time. After setting my face, I went in with my blush. Now I wanted a pink blush that would match the overall look. So I went in with a bright pink blush, blended everything out, and then made sure to put some brightening powder under my eyes to kind of blend it into the blush, you know. So after that was all fused into each other, I went in with a powder foundation. This is still the MAC Studio Fix foundation powder in my color, and I applied it all over my face, all over my makeup. And afterwards, it was finally time for the eyes. So for the Ghana part, which is the part I'm creating right now, I wanted half of it to be red, the other half to be yellow, and then the green to be outlined over both colors. And so as you can see, I kind of divided my eyes into two parts, right into the middle, and I used the red lipstick because it is more brighter, it would show up more. I used the red lipstick for the red side, and then I used this lipstick palette from Queen L Beauty, Queen L Cosmetics. I used the whitest shade in that lip kit to create a base for my yellow makeup. Now for the black star, I know creating the star would be, you know, challenging. So what I did was I drew it on a paper and cut it out and then place it on my lid so I know exactly where I wanted it. And then I put the color on top of it. That way, when I take the star off of it, I already have the shape and I can just fill it in. And as you can see, I used a green eye pencil. I first used a green eye pencil to draw that green around both colors, and then I went in with the greenest color on top of it to kind of set it and make it stand out more. After I was done with that, I went in with my eyeliner to shade in the star to, you know, create the black star. And as I already had the shape, it made it much easier to kind of shape it and shade it in. Now babes, I'm not gonna lie, I was loving this so far, and truthfully I actually had to clean the white part off of it because I had forgotten to put the star there in the first place, and I had put the yellow on, so I had to kind of clean my eyes off and do it again. Can you imagine? But it turned out perfect the way I wanted. Now for the other side, I went in with a dark eyeshadow to kind of create the shape that I want. And after that, I went in with the red lipstick again to follow or trace that same shape on top of my eyes. I then went in again with that same white lipstick from the palette that I used earlier and kind of cleaned around the red. And afterwards, I set it with the white powder. And this palette that I showed, I think it was from Queen L Beauty as well. Now for the blue base, I used the Ingloss Duraline and mixed it with the blue to create this eyeliner. Also because it would make it more deeper and pop off more. To make the eyes pop more, I blended some of the red lipstick under my eyes and blended the white eyeshadow out more. For the eyelashes, I wanted something that was not too much because, you know, I wanted people to still see the makeup behind the lash. So if you use a thicker lash, nobody's really going to see the beautiful work you create. And so that's why I went in with a thinner lash that was kind of see-through. So I had these spiky mango lashes, which I used, absolutely lovely. And for the lips, I went in for a kind of dark red lipstick, used a brown liner around it, and I used a darker shade of red. I topped it with a darker shade of red from the same lip palette. I love this palette so much. It is so multifunctional. Now I felt something was missing and I knew it had to be the gloss, so I just topped it off with the gloss, and baby, look at that, like absolutely stunning. What do you think? Thanks for sticking with me. Bye.